What's up, everybody? Wish you all a very, very happy new year. And today I am extremely delighted to bring my friend Ankit back to my channel from Germany. He's studying in the University of Magdeburg. And today we shall discuss on the topic pollution, internal and external, right?
Exactly.
Yes. And we will also discuss from the Gita, not from any other book. All right. What are the causes of pollution and how to work on it? What are the solutions? Yes, we will see from the Gita some verses which say the cause of pollution and what are the solutions. Okay, so he's as usual very nervous to come into the camera, so please excuse some mistakes which he might do, which he will obviously do, I know, by seeing his face. Of which I have no doubt. All right, so if you are new to the channel, then please subscribe to it, and if you want a personal consultation, then approach me through my website. And if you like this video, share it with others, and if you like this so much, then please click the thumbs up at the end. All right, and watch my other videos. And if you have any questions, queries, or comments, or you want me to make any other video on any other topic, then please let me know in the comments. All right, so now I will hand over the mic to Ankit. And for your information, he had also done 2 more videos, right, with me when I was in Magdeburg. So one video was in the playlist of Ramayana. The name of the video was "This is what God sees," and the other video we had made in the playlist called Practical Astrology, where he had explained according to your horoscope where are the planets placed, and accordingly how you should select subjects in electrical engineering, right?
Yes, exactly.
Not electronics, electrical. I always keep mixing the two. All right, and before I begin, as I always say, God is there with you all the time. He's there.
You just need to see.
Yes. All right, so now I will hand over the mic to him, and let's see how far he goes. All right, so Ankit, we are happy that you are here. Yes, so
Thank you very much.
yes, so now he will start. All right, so I'll be looking to him, and he will be looking to me or the camera, or maybe to himself. All right, start.
Okay, thank you very much for first of all for having me on your channel. And so today I'm going to discuss with you something related to pollution, which is nowadays one of the hottest topics, and because of which the global warming is actually the cause. And my master thesis is also related somewhat to this topic, and how to solve this problem. You guys must be knowing about the renewable energy sources. And first of all, why have we reached this state called pollution? Earlier, before the industrial revolution, there was nothing as such, or the problem was not so severe, as we know. So I was once looking in the Wikipedia what is the actual meaning of pollution. So the Wikipedia says pollution is the introduction of contaminants into the natural environment that causes adverse change. So you can see in this definition itself that something which causes adverse change to the natural environment, which definitely becomes unnatural, or it is not according to what the nature is. So how the pollution is caused? Of course, the mundane reason is, of course, the reason that it is caused by the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and whatnot, all the chemical pollutants from the industries, cars, buses, flights, anything, even the water pollution. And we have reached to a situation now that we have to pay for water, which is the most basic requirement to live a human life, for anyone actually, not just the human life, for everyone. And even nowadays in cities like Delhi, where the air pollution has become so much that people are now investing in air purifiers in their homes, which is actually in a way that they are investing money in this device. It means what? It means that you are paying for air also. So the greed has become so much that even we are left with to pay for the natural resources which are automatically available for us for free of cost. It is provided by God to us without any cost. So what is causing this? What do you think must be causing this? Why we have reached this situation? Actually, I found this thing in the Bhagavad Gita, that because of greed, we reach this kind of situation. We are in this situation because we are not satisfied with what we have. I mean, what is first of all, why the human race has reached to the situation of greed? Why, first of all, the greed rises? I mean, inside every one of us. Why we have reached a situation where we have the greed for everything? I mean, this is why should be a greed in every one of us? So the thing is that you are not satisfied with something, therefore you have a greed. If you don't, if you are satisfied, you will not be having, you will not be facing this situation. That is very obvious, because when you are not satisfied with something, you want more. Or suppose you are, some people have cravings for food. It means what? They are not satisfied with. They are not satisfied with their belly. They are not satisfied with their cravings. So they are always in greed. They want sweets. That is one of the most favorite things among foodies. And someone must be relating this to. So nowadays we see that because of the greed, people are always extracting the resources, the natural resources, which are meant, which are not meant for us actually. Which is, if there is no greed, I mean, if you see the world, it is said that the mother nature provides us. It is the mother nature is enough for our need, but not for our greed. So it means what? I mean, now the people are saying that the population is too much. Because of too much population, there is pollution and all whatnot, all the things. But actually, if we are satisfied with whatever we have, if we identify our needs, then we won't reach this situation where we have to face such conditions, where we have to face such pollutions and crimes and whatnot. And I want to quote this from Bhagavad Gita in the 14th chapter of text 17. Krishna says that from the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops, and from the mode of passion, greed develops, and from the mode of ignorance develops foolishness, madness, and illusion. So you see how this is relating us to our situation which we are facing. So I think if we satisfy this need, I mean, when we are satisfied from ourselves, then we won't be having this greed inside us, which is causing this problem inside in the world. So what do you think that will satisfy our desires or our needs? I think my friend will be explaining this better to all of you, because I'm not able to relate this exactly to Bhagavad Gita, because I'm currently in the process of reading. He has read it already once, so maybe you can add this to.
Yeah, so thank you for speaking from the Gita on greed. So basically, what's the problem? Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, he said that there's enough for this world for everyone's need. There's enough in this world for everyone's need, but not for one person's greed. That means in the scriptures we have the example of Hiranyaksh. Yes, Hiranyaksh wanted to steal all the gold from this earthly realm, and then he did it, and then the cosmos was dismantled. Yes, and because of that, the Bhuloka sinked below, and then this Bhuloka, which is one part of the Bhuloka, which is this earth, which we know today, went below the water. And then what happened? Lord Vishnu had to take the avatar of Varaha, and he had to revive that with his tusk, which is the boar. Yes, one of the 10 avatars. That means whenever greed exceeds beyond limitations for even one person, that will create trouble for everybody. Nowadays in India there is this talk of corruption. Most of the political leaders, they are corrupt. Yes, in India and in so many other places, whichever party they belong to. May not be everybody, but if there would be no corruption, then the situation of the world will not be so bad, right? That means the problem is not the money. People keep saying that, oh, there's no money, there's no money. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that where the money is getting utilized, that is not documented properly. Yes, this is on the level of the surface. But if we go below, just making laws on anti-corruption or making this vigilance committee, right, vigilance commission, which is there in India or in other countries, that will not be of much use externally, at least. I mean, externally maybe it can try to control the situation, but the root cause of the problem is inside. Inside, which means in our heart there is pollution. That is why this pollution is manifesting in greed and then corruption and then externally, because the world is a mirror of your own consciousness. If there is greed inside you, if there is pollution inside you, you will also see that outside manifesting. Yes, so that means we have to know what is the root cause of greed, what, and then we will understand why pollution is being caused. Now the Gita explains that greed is not in the mode of goodness, it is in the mode of passion and ignorance. Yes, that means greed is basically what? It is a desire to obtain something which you don't need. Yes, greed basically means a desire to obtain something which even if you don't have, you are not going to die, or you are not going to be miserable in life. Yes, but you still want that. See, there's the problem. So that means to the degree we are materialistic, to that degree we will be having this problem of greed. And to the degree we are spiritual, spiritual means to be connected with the spirit. That is the meaning of the word spiritual. All right, so spiritual means you are in connection with God, the divine, the original spirit, as we say in Sanskrit, Paramatma, right? So when the Atma, the soul, the living entity, is in tune with Paramatma, then we see that the desires of the living entity can be channelized properly, and then the living entity goes around his or her needs rather than his or her wants, because a man can very happily survive in a small house with one wife, with 2 kids. Yes, but no, we have desires, we want to stay in a palace, we will do this, we will do that. Now I'm not saying that is bad, that is also good if you are spiritually connected, because in scriptures we have the example of Yudhishthir Maharaj, who was the king of the entire universe, right? But he was a Raja Rishi, means he was a Raja, a king, and a Rishi simultaneously, which means he was a priest, he was a greatly elevated spiritual personality in the role of a king. Yes, that is the meaning of the word Raja Rishi. So we also have to become like Yudhishthir Maharaj. We may not become like him, that's not possible, but we have to follow in his footsteps, which means that we have to reduce the greed inside us. And the question is how to do that. Lord Krishna says in the Gita, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma न सोचति न कांक्षति sama sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labhate param. Lord Krishna says that Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, a great soul who is in Brahma Bhuta, means in spirit. In spirit means that he is in tune with God. Prasannatma means he is always happy, he or she. Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param. He does not hanker or lament. Hankering is the first symptom of greed. Basically, greed is what you are hankering. I want this, I want this, I want this. Yes, there are so many divorces. People tell me that, oh, my wife is not that beautiful anymore now. Yes, so I'm divorcing her. I'm going behind a young girl, yes, who is looking very beautiful. And then what happens? Oh my God, her beauty also fades off. And then you yourself fade off one day. So, because of that, I know there are so many women who feel the need to maintain their beauty even in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Now, I'm not saying it is bad to maintain your beauty, but I am saying how much ever you maintain, you will not probably or mostly look as beautiful as you were in the youth. That is somehow not possible because the body dwindles. Yes, but because the media has portrayed all this beauty and all this physical, the obsession with physical stuff, yes, that is why the women are having that complex inside them. Oh my God, I have become 35, I have lost that beauty, I have to maintain myself, otherwise my husband will leave me probably. So that happens when the man is degraded. He behaves like a low level downtrodden Shudra who always runs behind the physical pleasures. Alright. But if the man is spiritually elevated, he will not do that. Yes. Because he knows marriage is a commitment. So similarly, you can drag it to everything. This greed. Greed for women, greed for money, greed for anything. So the solution is Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Na Sochati Na Kankshati. That means the great soul does not hanker or does not lament. He does not keep crying, oh my God, I lost this, I lost that. Or he doesn't lament there, and he doesn't hanker, I want this, I want that. That doesn't mean we don't have any desires. It simply means that we channelize our desires properly in the direction of spirituality. And then whatever we need to sustain in this world, we do that. And we eat and we also breathe. Even if we are in Delhi, which is a very polluted city, or even if we are in any other part of this world, yes, we do whatever is required for our body, and then the remaining we give in charity, which we don't need. We help the poor, we spread the divine knowledge of God consciousness, which Lord Krishna had preached in the Bhagavad Gita 5000 years back. And by that, when we elevate people spiritually, then we will see that the people are becoming more and more satisfied within themselves. So then, even if they don't have these luxuries which they think they should have, all right, then they will become much satisfied inside, and then they will realize that we don't need all these things which the modern materialistic civilization has portrayed, that we need this, we need that. How can you go on a Maruti? You need a Mercedes Benz, right? I mean, what's the logic? It's just a car. Okay, if you have money, you take a Benz, but if day and night you are working 20 hours, throwing your family apart for that car, then it's not going to yield result. Yes, because the moment you have Mercedes, then you will say, I need a Rolls Royce. Yes, and then you have to work maybe 22 hours. So the problem is not that there are no resources. The problem is the resources are getting misused. And for this, we have to take care that the leaders who we appoint, yes, they have to be spiritually elevated. Because if the leaders are not spiritually cultivated, may not be elevated, but at least they should be practicing some spiritual path, then what happens is they are having this problem of greed inside themselves because they are not happy. If the leader is having the problem of greed, how in the universe will greed go away from the universe and from the public, right? Because in Sanskrit they say na yatha raja tatha praja, yes, that and even Krishna also says in the Gita that whatever great personalities do, the common man follows. So if people are seeing these politicians, they are only victims of greed, then who will give them the inspiration by seeing any political leader that, oh, this person is free from greed? Now I'm not talking of any party here or any prime minister or any president, all right? So don't think that I am a victim of any political party's agenda or I am a supporter. I have nothing to do with politics, okay? So that's a warning I'm giving here. All right. So basically what we wanted to stress today is that greed is the main problem, yes, because of which pollution is happening, and factories are throwing out wastes in the rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, and so many other places in this world. And then because of that, there is so many destructive activities which are happening in the ecosystem, and then people's lives are getting ruined. The aquatic lifestyle has been destroyed, yes, the fishes are dying, and even if they're alive, they're in such miserable conditions, yes. There are oil leaks in the oceans, and it's a terrible situation. So the solution, long term, for long term, the solution is that we give spiritual knowledge and we elevate their consciousness. By that, they will become satisfied. They will become like Brahma Bhuta, which means they are in the consciousness of spirit, and then they will not have all these problems, yes. At least that will reduce. We may not be able to nullify it completely, but at least that will reduce. All right. So do you want to speak anything else?
Yeah, actually I wanted to say one thing. Recently I heard one story, and it was about a Swami and a lady who is an environment minister in the government of India, and she happened to see that Swami, and she was actually very angry, and she had a lot of complaint with the Swami, and she called him, and she called him, and she told that you Swamis and saints and all, what are you doing for the environment? I mean, we are trying to put so much of money and forces and everything, social workers and everything, they are trying their best to solve this issue. What are you doing in this society? What is your contribution in this society? But that Swami gave a very intelligent answer. He told that I respect what you are saying and I understand what you are saying, but you are missing a very strong point, a very important point in this issue. The thing is that you are trying to suppose you are having a skin disease, and it gets suppose you try to heal it with an ointment, balm or an ointment, whatever, and it gets vanished after say 1 week, but it reappears. What you do? You will go to a doctor, right? Yeah. And then he will suggest that you better do a blood checkup. Something must be wrong in your blood, otherwise this wound is not going to reappear. Therefore it means what? The problem is internal. It is more subtle than we think. We are thinking that the problem is more gross than subtle, and therefore we need to solve that issue first. Of course we need to solve the gross issue also, but we also need to solve the subtle issue because of which the gross issue is happening. And that's what we are doing. We are trying to clean the inside of everyone. Otherwise, if the inside is not clean, that issue is it will go on happening again and again. It's not going to get vanished. And therefore, then she calmed down, and then she told that, yes, you're right. So it's better we work together and then we solve this issue. So I missed that point at the beginning, but this is very important. Thank you.
There you go. As one of my gurus once said, that science can make things better, but spirituality can make people better.
That's very true.
This does not mean science is bad or it is not good. All right, so nobody should think that I am blaspheming science here. This microphone, this laptop is all because of science. All thanks to science. Okay. But that doesn't mean it can make people better. Science cannot make people better because it deals with the mundane realm, which is devoid of the concept of spirit. Okay, for that only spirituality has to be used. So let's make the use of science to improve this world externally, the material objects, and then let us use spirituality to improve ourselves inside of the person, because if we improve ourselves, that's it, all problems are solved. All right, so thank you very much for speaking on pollution.
Thank you very much for having me on this show.
Yeah, so the next time he comes to Göttingen again, or I go to Magdeburg, or maybe in some other place, we will have another joint session. All right, so therefore, thank you very much again. Wish you a very very happy new year once again. And
Happy
if
New
you
Year.
are new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, then please subscribe to it somewhere here there. And then I will also post the link to his YouTube channel. He also has a YouTube channel. The name of the channel is The Human Manual, right?
Yeah.
So I will pin the channel, the link in the comments. So he uploads videos on the Bhagavad Gita every 3 days, I guess. And then you can also subscribe to it, my humble request, because he has just started and he's slowly gaining subscribers. So when he gets more subscribers, he will also feel more encouraged, and then more people will see him. And as Lord Krishna says in the Gita, that my devotee will be always famous. So whoever is preaching this knowledge is most dear to him. Lord Krishna says that in the Gita. Yes, I will reach to that verse maybe after 6 months or 1 year, because I am also doing the Gita point wise. Alright, so if you're new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, then subscribe to it. And if you want a personal consultation from me, then approach me in my website, Vedic Renaissance, below. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up and share it with those who want to know how to get rid of pollution, greed, and inner dirt. And always remember, science can make things better, but spirituality can make people better. Alright, that is it from my side, and I would end this by saying God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and you will find him even in the pollution of city like Delhi. Alright, there you go. Great to see you.
Bye-bye.
Next time again. Bye bye.